The 39.1-inch Hyperscreen you see in nearly every photograph of the new electric Mercedes C-Class is not standard. In fact, this car has 3 different dashboards. The standard one gives you 2 actual screens and an animated trim panel. The MBUX Superscreen turns that panel into a passenger display, and the MBUX Hyperscreen replaces the whole arrangement with one continuous 39.1-inch screen. Those names are confusing. Mercedes has mostly photographed the Hyperscreen, and the US configurator isn't open yet. So let me show you what each interior actually gives you and where I think the money will be worth spending. Start with the standard dashboard, a 10.3-inch driver display, a 14-inch center display, and a digitally animated trim panel on the passenger side, all beneath one glass surface. So Mercedes isn't trying to give you a tiny base screen to force an upgrade. The center display is already 14 inches, and the animated panel keeps the passenger side from looking blank. The MBUX Superscreen keeps both of those displays and replaces the animated panel with a separate 14-inch passenger display. That gives you 3 individual screens under the glass. The passenger can run apps and entertainment, while a camera-based blocking system keeps the content from distracting the driver. Then there's the Hyperscreen, one seamless 39.1-inch display with nearly 10 million pixels and more than 1,000 LEDs behind it. Different areas can be dimmed independently, so the passenger can turn down a movie without dimming the driver's instruments. It's spectacular, but it's also an enormous glossy screen sitting close to you. I would sit behind all 3 dashboards before ordering one. Mercedes has also brought back some physical controls. There's a volume roller on the console and another on the steering wheel, plus a rocker switch for the speed limiter and Distronic. The climate controls still live along the bottom of the touchscreen, so it's not a complete return to buttons. The console gives you 2 cup holders, up to 2 ventilated wireless charging trays, and a large open storage area underneath. There are 3 front seat levels too. The standard comfort seats include power fore and aft adjustment and heating. The optional sport seats add stronger side support and a more aggressive integrated design. The new high-end seats are the real comfort upgrade. They add memory, 4-way pneumatic lumbar adjustment, ventilation, and a massage function across the full seat back. Mercedes-Benz USA names 3 core interior shades: black, beach brown, and macchiato beige. The standout upholstery is the optional twisted Diamond Nappa leather with diamond perforations and contrast stitching that continues onto the doors. There's also an independently certified vegan package covering every soft touch material, including the seats, headliner, pillars, door panels, and carpeting. The final American color and package combinations have not been published yet. Burmester audio comes in available 3D and 4D versions. The 4D system puts 2 sound transducers into each high-end front seat, so you feel low frequencies through the seat instead of only hearing them. Optional active ambient lighting can also visualize the music. Faster beats produce quicker light changes, while slower music moves the lighting more gradually around the cabin. A large panoramic glass roof is standard. The optional Sky Control version divides it into 9 independently switchable sections that change from transparent to opaque. Add the ambient lighting and 162 stars illuminate inside the glass in the color you selected. But the opaque setting is a glare protection, not a complete blackout. Hands-on reviewers found that it never becomes genuinely dark, and there's no physical sunshade. If you live somewhere with hard summer sun, sit beneath it on a bright day before ordering it. The electric C-Class has a wheelbase 3.8 inches longer than the gasoline sedan, but most of the measurable gain is up front. Rear headroom and legroom are respectable once you're inside. The things to check are the sloping door opening and the limited space for your feet beneath the front seats because of the battery floor. Cargo is a strength. The trunk holds about 16.6 cubic feet, and the front adds another 3.6. It's large enough for your carry-on bag or your charging cables instead of it being a token plastic tray. So which interior should you order? If you don't need a passenger display, the standard display already gives you plenty of screen. If somebody regularly rides beside you and will actually use it, the Superscreen is the logical upgrade. If you want the cabin that makes this car unmistakable, it's the Hyperscreen. That's the one I would order. But I wouldn't sacrifice the high-end seats, Burmester 4D, or the right upholstery to get it. Those are the upgrades you feel every mile. And I wouldn't order Sky Control without testing it in direct sun. That's the 2027 electric Mercedes C-Class interior. 3 dashboards, 3 front seat levels, and 1 roof option you need to see in person. The full written breakdown is on buildpriceoption.com, including the specifications, range, charging, and how this car compares with the updated gasoline C-Class. Both links are in the description. If this was useful, subscribe. I go through the factory materials so you can understand the car before you ever have to sit across from a salesperson.